It's your boy, KQ, KC Boxing. That was a pretty okay fight. You know, Top Rank just don't have no great fighters over there. You know, sure, Terrence Crawford gonna look good every time he go out and fight because he's not fighting anyone. You know, Earl Spence was right. I mean, this man had a gunshot wound, and they said that he probably won't even walk again. Then, here he is, undefeated, with Top Rank, of course. But Terrence Crawford did win the fight in the 12th and final round with about 2 minutes left. Now, basically, Benavidez was pretty much immobile. He could not move. He just was standing there, and basically it was just target practice for Terrence Crawford. Now, starting off in round one, Crawford tried to establish his jab, which was hard to do due to the height of Benavidez. And, of course, Benavidez all hyped up from the press conference and the weigh-in, everything. So he started stalking Terrence Crawford with his hands down. Like, come on, let's do this. So Terrence Crawford, he didn't rush it. You know, I have to hand it to him, you know. It's not a biased channel, so I'm going to give it to you directly. I'm going to give it to you right. Terrence Bud Crawford took his time, and I really believe he was reading what he had in front of him. Come round two, Benavidez, he went to that stalking again, and Crawford still was having a hard time getting in. But maybe with about 10 seconds left in that second round, they had a good exchange. Benavidez, he does have a good jab when he throws it. Now, Terrence Crawford, he has a good jab when he can land it. But they both had a great exchange at the end of the second round. Now, let me remind you, Benavidez is still in this fight. Come the second round. I know it's only the second round, but he was still looking pretty good. In the third round, Terrence Crawford started, you know, getting into his rhythm. You know, he started working the body. Excuse me. And we all know, a big man, you start with the body, because that body will what? Tire him out. If he's a mover, you know, that could slow him down. And that's what Terrence Crawford was banking on. So, guess what? The body shots started taking a toll only in the fourth round. You know, but Benavidez, the warrior that Mexicans are, he started hitting Terrence in the body. And I'm talking about, he hit him with a couple good body shots. One might have strayed a little low, but he was hitting him, and he sat down on him. But it didn't bother Terrence Crawford, because at the same time, he's moving. See, Terrence Crawford was mobile, but Benavidez wasn't. And I really believe it was that leg, because he had it wrapped up. So therefore, he couldn't really move back on that back foot. He was pretty much stood right there in the center of the ring the whole fight, which I don't think he was ready for this type of competition. I know his father and his brother knew how Terence Crawford fights, and they could have came up with a better game plan, I think, than that. Because come the 5th round, man, Crawford was going to that body like it went on tomorrow. See, what happened is, every time Benavidez put up a high guard, put up the earmuffs, put it that way, put his earmuffs on, that ain't doing nothing but opening it up from the elbows down for Terence Crawford to work. Then Benavidez trying to counterpunch, and Terence Crawford's already out of there. Let me put it in a simpler term. He had slow feet tonight. And I believe that's a trait that most Mexicans have. Slow feet. Sure, they can punch, but they cannot move. They have very, very slow feet. And Terence Crawford, he knew that. He's a good fighter. You know, he's been there and done that. You know, he's 34 and old now. So, therefore, every time, couldn't miss. Tim Bradley, pinochle head ass, we both was on the same level when it came to that. He was saying the same thing. Hey, every time you put the earmuffs on, Terence Crawford just go to the body. And I'm talking about a 3-punch combination in the southpaw stance. One with the right, then he come down with the left and follow back up with the right. It's more like a hook body shot. And man, those 3-punch combinations was working every time he put on the earmuffs. Then come the later rounds, you know, Benavidez at this time, he's tired. Okay? And he pretty much need a knockout, because everything Terence Crawford did, the crowd will cheer. If he missed about 20 inches, they gonna cheer. Terence Crawford needs to get out of Omaha and fight elsewhere, because just like Anthony Joshua, he need to get his ass out of London. You have to learn and be a champion and go get it out of your own comfort zone. But all in all, come the 11th round, Terence Crawford see him blowing hard. Okay? He see him slowing down. I seen that. And Terence Crawford took advantage of that in the 12th round. Bomac, his manager, told him, look, you can go for it, but don't force it. If it's there, go for it. If it's not, don't force it. Then you got his mama over there hollering, and she was hollering way back in the 10th round like, finish this. You know, knock his ass out and finish this. You know, and I'll get to her in a minute. But come the 12th round, you know, Terence Crawford, they try to exchange, and Terence Crawford, the first and only hook he thrown all night, landed and knocked and hurt Benavidez. And Benavidez went psh, right down on the floor, the canvas. He got up, he took a count, then Terence Crawford went on and finished him with 2 minutes left in the fight. So he got a 12-round knockout, and he's 34 and all. Overall, it was not that great of a fight, not to me. This is KQKC personal opinion. We all have one. To me, Terence Crawford is a great fighter, but he still hasn't been tested. Like I keep saying, Earl Spence was right that night when he went down the line and said, look, who Terence Crawford fought? You know, he was right. You know, you can say what you want about Earl Spence fighting Chris Algieri because he was a kickboxer. What does that matter? He still was boxing and fighting. He still was doing combat sports. And he wasn't no joke. He didn't get that far for nothing. So, but basically, you know, overall, you know, it was okay fight. I really didn't get too excited about it. You know, it was more exciting and more things happening leading up to the fight than actually the fight tonight. That's KQKC personal opinion again. Now, as I was saying about Terence Crawford's mother, no disrespect, because I don't like to disrespect anyone's mother, and I'm not going to. But I will say this. She doesn't believe in saying she loved her kids. They did a piece on Terence Crawford and his mother before they fought. And she said that, you know, she never told her kids she loved them. And Mark Krieger asked Terence Crawford, did that bother you? He said, yes, it did, and it still do. Well, no, he said it doesn't really bother me as much now. Let me get it straight. He always wanted his mother to say she loved him, but she never did. And he said she believes that love hurts too much. Now, I don't know what that means. Maybe because Terence Crawford's father left them or what, I don't know. Where they had to grow up at, I don't know. But what I will tell you this is, you know, I tell my son I love him. I tell my daughter I love them. So, I don't have any issues with that. Now, that's an individual thing. If you have a problem with love, you got hurt, you know, and you can't get over it, then that's a problem. You know, you might be too late, but she need help. You know, and I'm really serious about that. You know, because a mother should be able to tell their children that she loved them. But that's all I'm going to touch on that subject. But overall, like I said, the fight was just a fight. You know, it didn't stick out. It didn't show me anything. Now, Benavidez, I have seen him fight better. That's why I thought it would be a breakout, not brawl, but a straight street fight, which I thought it would be. But it's more clowning than anything. I thought they were just going to go slugging, no filling out round. But, you know, sometimes we just don't get what we expect. Sure, he sold out 13,000 plus, but that's Omaha, Nebraska. That's where he's from. Now, he need to start fighting in Well, he can't do it in the Barclays Center because that's PBC officially home now. And he should start fighting in Vegas or somewhere. You know, get out of Omaha. You know, I mean, because it seems like, you know, I mean, that's not a big crowd, but I guess that's big for Omaha. You know, and I really, you know, don't care for Omaha, Nebraska, because what happened when I was there, because I stayed right across the bridge in Council Bluff, Iowa. And Omaha, we had a convention there. And I was called all kind of niggas and everything. Because wherever Terrence Crawford they showed, you know, I didn't see that. All I seen was white people walking around. But that was, you know, a few years ago. So, but the fight was what it was, a fight. He hasn't been tested. Sure, 140 on that side of the street, it wasn't too hard to be a unified champion. Now, on 147 on that side of the street, it's not that competitive. See, if that was Earl Spencer in the night, then that would be a total different fight. Earl Spence, he wouldn't sit there and lay on the ropes like Benavidez did. He tried to bait him in. He did that twice. I think he just was tired. But he did that twice and put up the high guard, and Terrence just went to the body. You know, I don't get that. I mean, he actually walked back and laid on the ropes, waited on Terrence Crawford to come to him. You know, I don't know what the issue was with him tonight, because I have seen Benavidez Jr. fight better than he did tonight. Every time Crawford went to the body, I'm talking about with a three-piece, and he'd throw his hands up like, hey, that's all you got? Well, it took a toll on. That's all you got. His ass got tired and got winded. Then that's when Terrence Crawford jumped on him. So, I mean, here we got a fighter, pretty much a one-legged fighter, because the bullet is still in his leg. And the doctor said he'll never fight again, and the other doctor said it'll take 2 years for you to even walk straight. So therefore, you know, I just don't understand why he didn't use his jab more, move a little bit more. Maybe because the knee was bothering him, but he had the reach advantage. He had the height advantage. And you know, when you're that tall over your opponent, you don't put up earmuff guards because your body is exposed. You know, he don't have to hit you in the head, he hit you in the body. They count too as points. They can take the air out of you. They can hurt you. They can knock the wind out of you. Like Andre Ward, which hosted for ESPN, he worked for him now. He said he had got that from Floyd Mayweather, jabbing in the midsection. And he made it a habit like Floyd did. Floyd always start off the first 2 or 3 rounds going to the midsection. And that's exactly what Terrence Crawford did in a way. But he did it in a southpaw stance, where he would let go the right and hit the right, hit his Benavidez left side. Then he'll use his left, hit him in the pit of the stomach, then follow up with the right on the left side and get out before he counters. Benavidez was a good counter puncher. I don't know what the deal was tonight. I don't. But it's my job to let my subscribers know who won the fight and how the fight went. Now, I will be making another video pretty much in detail about the fight tomorrow. But again, the fight was basically your regular fight. With that, I'm KQ, KC Boxing. And also, if you like the content of this video, you can subscribe to my channel. Just hit the icon bell and you will be notified each and every time I upload a video. If you like to show your support to keep my channel going, please look in the description box and you can send a donation. Now, never ever forget to hit that like button. You can smash that like button on the way in, but you gotta smash it on the way out. I'm grinding. I'm a new detective channel. I'm trying to stay afloat, and I'm thankful for my subscribers. I'm able to get over 118 subscribers within the last 6 months. Now, I don't know if that's good or bad, but I can say I'm thankful. And I am. So, check out the LDBC and Smoke City Mobcast on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. You can catch me at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Again, this is KQ, KC Boxing. And like I always end my videos, I am not new to this shit. Oh yes, but I'm true to this shit. I'm gonna keep up the grind. With that, that's all I have. See you in the morning. Peace.